Alright guys, this is MINERPEWPEW here from Ruthless Aggression. I just wanted to give you guys a little update on probing. This is on Singularity, and I'm just going to run down some of the basic new features that I think are really cool, and they're going to be really awesome once this new expansion comes out. You can see here I'm in my sweet buzzard, looking awesome with the camo. Oh yeah, you know you like it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I got the go ahead and show you the new scanner window here. As you can see, the basic scanner window looks quite different. I haven't really figured out what this archive system is, but this is where your scan results are going to come up. As you can see, I've already done a little scan here. And then these will actually show you your probes. Now it looks really different where, normally you would select a scan group to look for, and so you can know what you're looking for. But let's go ahead and just pop out some probes and start probing out here, and show you a little bit how different and how this works. So just to zoom out a little bit here, once I pop out a probe, you can see it's going to shoot out. I'm at the sun, so it's a little far. It's automatically going to go about it's like about 4K from you. So if you had a cloak on here, you could pop your cloak as soon as it was ready. So, and then as you can see, we've got probe here, probe 2. It already had probe 1 labeled since I already popped it out, and I actually brought it back in, and I'll show you about that later. So this is a new system. The probes, you actually get a couple different, only 3 different types of probes. You got the combat scanner probe, the core scanner probe, the deep space. From what I can tell, the deep space is like this really huge 65 AU probe, and you can actually adjust the scan ranges on each of these to make them adjustable. So one of the major changes though is to actually get a warpable hit. See, as you can see, I got a hit here, but I can't right click on it to warp to it because it's not, the signal strength is obviously very small. So what we're going to need to do is get a better position on this cosmic signature, which, as I'm told, are possibly wormholes. I don't know if this one's actually a wormhole or not, but we'll figure it out here as soon as we probe it out. So we've got our one probe here, and so I'm going to go ahead and show you probably the coolest feature of these new probes is we're going to go ahead and open the map window here. As you can see, it's obviously this is still in beta, and it's very ugly and grotesque. See, I'm super scrolled out, and this thing is still like taking up like most of the screen here, or most of the solar system. And again, see, you click here. This is how you adjust the range. Right now it's set a max of 64, I think is what it is, and then you bring it down smaller and smaller and smaller, and it gets all the way down to 8 AU. So it goes smaller, but then you click it, it'll go back up to 8 AU. So it says probe 2 idle 8 AU. Okay, so now we're going to zoom in here, and we want to get the way you get a actual warpable hit is you get 4 probes on top of an object and try to get the best possible scan location on it. So as you can see here, I don't know if you guys have ever done anchoring before, but you can actually move these up and down. And if I let that sit for a second here, what you'll see is the probe is actually warping. So the probe is warping off-grid to that new location. So it is now at that location that I suggested. So from here, let's go ahead and minimize this. As obviously I'm still in the solar system map, but that's okay. We can just pop out, go down here, click out, pop out another probe. Again, that's going to be a huge probe, so we're going to go and scroll this out. As you can see, I warped it a little bit, so it is changing its warp. Give me a second here. Okay, so it is a little weird. They do call it triangulation, but you are going to need four probes. I guess they're going to keep calling it triangulation because quadrillation sounds kind of retarded. So I'm adjusting that range down to 8 AU. And pretty much all you just need to do is you need to get 4 probes in different locations. So I'm going to go ahead and do these other 2 fairly quickly. Whoop. Here we go. Move that one over here. So as you can see, I'm getting a pretty good range on this solar system. The solar system is fairly small. So now we're going to get the last probe out. Move this down. And then we'll just go ahead and do here. And so the new scan times on all of these probes are actually, I believe they're going to be around 10 seconds. Obviously, there's still going to be some balancing issues. So now all my probes are in position. They've warped, and as you can see, they're all idle. And you can show they show their status right here. Sorry about that, that's my cell phone. And so from here, we're going to go ahead and just click scan. or analyze. As you can see, it's a little typo there. But you click the analyze button. The scan time is greatly reduced. Obviously, I have really high astrometric skills here, and I'm getting 2 cosmic signatures, both of them at 10.33%. So what we're going to do is we're going to need better probes, but now that you have kind of an idea where it's at, obviously it's going to be right here, right above the sun is what it looks like as one of them. We'll go ahead and try to get that one first. So, are you guys ready for this? Okay, so we have a recover active probe. So obviously these probes, they're a little bit bigger, as far as they take up a lot more space, obviously, because you don't have to carry as many. Because you can do this, you can click recover active probes, and now all the probes are actually going to warp. Here, I'm going to move the map. They're going to be warping right back to me here. As you can see, they all came from their different locations, and they're going all right back into my cargo bay. So, which is really, really awesome. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch to the core scanner probes. Obviously that's going to take some time. We're going to go back to the map here. And from what I remember, it was right somewhere around here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the core scanner probes out. As you can see, they're quite a bit smaller here. So we'll go ahead and move these around this location. Get 4 of them. Okay. So that one's warping too. We're getting all of these guys set up here. You just want to kind of spread them around. I mean, obviously it's triangulation because, it's going to use 3 different reference points and whatnot. So it can get a little difficult though once you have all these probes together. So like I said, hopefully they change this around to where they're a little bit more to manage when they're this close together. And so I'm hoping that's about right. It might be a little bit higher, and we can move those probes if we need to. So wait for that one to move into position. Now it's idle, so we'll go ahead and pop a scan. Let's see if I can get anything again. Probably too low. Okay, so it's too low, so let's go ahead and move these up some more. A little bit higher. As you can see, it can get a little bit difficult. I believe you can leave the other probes in space. I mean, obviously it went away because I closed the map window. I believe normally what will happen is you will get to keep that scan result on, and so you just move these into position around the scan result. Oops. As you can see, this isn't very friendly for butterfingers here, people who can't click fast enough like myself. So I go ahead and move this into position again. We're going to go ahead and just do a quick scan. Even though that one's warping, it'll still get a scan hit. Hopefully we can find this guy. Alright, so apparently I'm a complete liar and I can't find crap with these probes, which isn't surprising because, I mean, it's still glitchy and still in alpha, but it's still going over the basic features here. I actually only have, oh, this is something else I need to show you guys, is the scan results filter. Right now I'm looking for wormholes. The filter is quite a bit different, but I'm sure you've seen something very similar. I'm going to go ahead and create a new filter. This is going to be for creating your filters. Right now I have cosmic signatures because obviously I'm looking for wormholes, and that's what those are going to be. But it acts just about like your overview setup. So if you're looking for a specific structure like control tower, stuff like that, you can move this around and you can get all of these and actually probe all of these out. I believe you obviously need the discovery probes, the big probes for this one. Obviously combat probes, you can get all these different drones. You can even get down to ships as well. Like if you want to look for just battleships, like say you're a terrible ninja ratter and you want to go into Matsu, well obviously if you use some of these new probes, you're probably going to be getting like 100 to 200 results, and it's going to be mixed. So if you wanted to just do battleships, we'll just make one battleships, and then we'll call this one Ninja Rat. Alright, and so that's going to be the Ninja Rat filter, and you click save, and so now your scan results, you can sort them by, wormhole, Ninja Rat, none even, if you don't want to do anything. So let's actually do analyze and see if we come up with anything. I want to show you guys this landing on grid, so you don't think I'm a complete failure. Alright, too bad. Anyway, obviously this one also is for destroying the active probes, so you can just get rid of all of them. One of the downsides currently is, if you look here, once so obviously my deep space scanner probes, I have 6 of them left, and then I have these other 5 because we already unpackaged them and then recalled them back into the cargo bay. And so, looking at this, they're going to stay unpackaged. So obviously if you carry a ton of probes, it's going to get quite cluttered. So just to show you, I'm going to go ahead and recover these combat probes. Obviously the rest of them are in my scanner, or scan probe launcher, sorry. And so now they're going to go ahead and fill up my cargo bay, and I can't actually stack these. So, I mean, I guess they're trying to make it sort of like a penalty or something. So, if you carry a bunch of probes and you just keep doing it without, going back to the station, you'll get a full cargo bay or just a cluttered cargo bay. And some people like me, I'm really anal. Some people like that are just like, they like a clean cargo bay because you never know what you need to pick up. You don't want to like get some crazy, officer loot and drop it in here and get it lost with a bunch of probes. So, yeah, that's pretty much the new scanning. There isn't really too much else with it. I believe the archive, they're probably going to make it so you can save previous scan results. So say you leave a system, and you don't really want to make a bookmark. You just want to, make it quick since it's already here. You just like right click it and probably do archive and whatnot. So yeah, that's the new scanning. Just to show you guys, the new directional scanner is the same so far. Last time I did this, it crashed, so hopefully it doesn't. So, you can still do the scanning as normal. It looks a little different on the listing, but a little cleaner. And the moon analysis, as far as I know, is still the same. Alrighty, well, hey, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, fly safe. Peace.